Elon Musk is one of the most influential billionaires alive, and he surely has a very interesting way of organizing his day and managing his time effectively. Many people call him superhuman for his amazing time management skills. Let's take a quick look at how Elon Musk spends his time. Despite what many people believe, Musk spends most of his time running his many companies, instead of simply traveling or enjoying a life of endless luxuries as many billionaires and heirs do. From the second Elon Musk's head lifts off his bedroom pillow at 7 AM, his day has already been pre-planned in advance. There's no room for random interruptions, and there are no blocks of time left unscheduled. After he wakes up from bed, instead of exercising, he takes a daily shower. He once wrote on Reddit that it had a greater positive impact on him than any of his other daily habits. Most people enjoy ice-cold showers to get their productivity levels as high as possible, but Musk would rather take a hot shower to relax from the daily stress that awaits him. After this, Musk usually skips breakfast. Occasionally, he will slow down long enough to grab a quick coffee and an omelette. He's a very busy man after all. So busy, he can't even spend more than 5 minutes to eat calmly. He also takes this extra time to send emails. However, he makes up these nutrients with fancy dinners, as he claims to eat too much during dinner time. His favourite drink is Diet Coke, and he also has a preference for French food. On top of that, Musk goes to the gym once or twice a week to stay in shape. Then he gets ready to take the kids to school. Elon is a family man himself, and his 6 boys' school is at the SpaceX campus school, so, in a way, he's also taking them to work. That's because Elon created his own school right beside his company, known as Ad Astra. Ad Astra is not only exclusively reserved for the most gifted of children, but is actually quite small. Most of the kids enrolled there are either SpaceX employees or Musk's children himself. It's so exclusive that only 10 kids of the 100 that apply every year even get admitted into Ad Astra. The reason for this is because Musk considered that the US education system wasn't advanced or specialized enough for his children, and as any worried parent would do, he created a system just for them. However, being a billionaire, as not every parent in the United States is, he created this whole campus. In its curriculum, kids are taught ethics, science, engineering, and maths. Handwriting is replaced by keyboard, and artificial intelligence is given quite a lot of focus. Now you understand how one of the busiest men in the world is able to do the school run by himself. In his workday, Elon arrives at the office and doesn't skip a single second in his day to start the daily hustle. It's important to note that Elon has divided the time in his day to make it fit as perfectly as it can and allow him to have time to do everything. That's because he uses a technique called time blocking, a time management method used by highly successful CEOs, entrepreneurs, and productivity experts, among which we can include Bill Gates and Cal Newport. Elon Musk spends up to 100 hours a week on both companies. The reason for this is because his lifelong dream is to transport humans to Mars and leave this planet having done something great for humanity and space travel. He's a notorious workaholic, yet it seems like his time schedule works for him and not against him, to have just enough time to sleep, work, and spend time with his family. He spends Mondays and Fridays at SpaceX in Los Angeles. On Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, he heads to the Bay Area to work at Tesla. He spends an average of 42 hours a week working at Tesla and 40 hours a week working at SpaceX. He also told Y Combinator that he usually spent about half an hour a day working at the artificial intelligence nonprofit OpenAI. So how is he able to have the discipline to do all of these things? Using the time blocking method, Musk intentionally plans his day out in 5-minute increments, or time blocks. Each time block is assigned with a specific task or activity, including replies to overdue emails, meals, and work meetings. Time blocking forces you to fill up free time with pre-commitments and a plan of action. By doing so, you avoid wasting precious time on a task that could be finished quicker. Musk also created 3 golden rules for meetings, as he notoriously dislikes meetings, seeing them as pointless. He claims there should be no large meetings. If someone is not adding value to the meeting, they should leave and get back to work. And there should be no frequent meetings either. Multitasking is a crucial part of Musk's strategy, which he calls batching. Musk often works on his phone while sitting in meetings. He also greatly dislikes being called for no reason, so as not to lose track, he avoids phone calls in favour of emails and texts. He uses a secret, obscure email address to prevent people from spamming his inbox. Elon Musk says he goes to sleep at 1 AM, meaning he sleeps an exact 6 hours daily, as we already know he wakes up at 7 AM. Musk used to sleep less than that, but has grown to value adequate rest equally as spending time working hard, and found the results of sleeping the appropriate amount of time each day even better than spending an extra hour working. He once said, "Sleep is really great. I find if I don't get enough sleep, I'm quite grumpy. I could drop below a certain threshold of sleep. Although I'd be awake more hours, I would get less done because my mental acuity would be affected. That period is within the appropriate range according to the National Sleep Foundation." Since Musk also eats mostly in meetings, he tends to wash down his extremely fast meals by using Diet Coke. However, knowing the toxic ingredients that some soft drinks like Coke, even in its diet version, tend to have in their structure, he has cut back on the soda. Musk also enjoys French food, barbecue, and whiskey. Musk also said that he goes to the gym about once or twice a week. He's such a busy man that he must get stressed constantly. He tries to keep himself in shape to not burn out from overworking himself. Ever since he was a child, Musk has also had enough time to read a bit. Some of his favourite titles are Lord of the Rings, the biographies of Benjamin Franklin and Albert Einstein, and a history book called 12 Against the Gods. Musk has said that reading is a very important part of his day, and he began developing his love for artificial intelligence, science, and technology by reading Isaac Asimov's Foundation when he was a little child. So it's obvious that he would pull out some of the time in his day to read some of the classics. Now, how about his weekends? Despite working in such an organised way, Musk is still only a human being. He needs to have time to enjoy life after work. He says that his weekends are variable. Sundays are usually spent travelling or staying at his Bel Air mansion. On Saturday, he either works at SpaceX or spends time with his 6 kids. He's also said that he's able to be with them and still be on email, which is something most parents complain that they are unable to do. Most people can't be with their kids and also be focused on sending pictures, emails, and getting their work done. Yet, the superhuman Elon Musk has claimed to be able to do so, even easily. Musk still claims to be a very big family man and loves spending time with his family, despite his admittedly insane love for working a little bit too much. With such an organised and streamlined schedule, and the incredible discipline to carry this over and still get his work done, it's no surprise that Elon Musk is currently one of the richest men in the world, on top of being a highly productive and influential man in the United States.